Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Friends of the Show. I'm Kehm, and I'm here with my best friend, Austin. And we're here today to discuss the Real Housewives of Atlanta and the reunion for the Real Housewives of Rhode Island with you.
What a reunion. But man, we got to start with Atlanta.
We got to start with Atlanta just because it always comes first. But that reunion, I cannot wait to get to.
And it's only 2 parts. This is the only reunion I've ever been like, I could have had 3.
This one, I'm like, this should have been 3 because it rushed. But we'll get there.
But it's making it juicy because they are just getting into it. So let's start for Atlanta, Real Housewives of Atlanta, season 17, episode 12, The Glow Up Cast.
The Glow Up Cast was such a, what was that title to me?
I don't know. Interesting title, but better editing.
Better editing this episode. The pacing of it actually moved smooth. And the whole 42 minutes went as, like, it felt like an episode. It didn't feel like it was dragging. It didn't feel like it was rushing for once they got it right.
I'm impressed. You said it to me. You're like, it felt like they fired the editor of the first 11 episodes and brought someone else in.
There's no way that this is the same editor because we even had small cut scenes of what the ladies did in between the events instead of having full scenes, which I really appreciated because I hate seeing the little cut scenes for too long.
Yeah, that's why they get cut. So shout out to the ladies because you delivered finally 12 episodes in and I'm happy. Now I'm like, oh, I'm not dreading the next episode. I'm actually looking forward to it.
I'm looking forward to how this season's going to go now.
Yeah, especially seeing the next preview. I was like, ooh.
But with this episode, we start off with Angela and Cynthia planning out a little basketball tournament that becomes the main arc of the episode. They don't really stay with them. Again, the editing was very quick. So this was just a 2-minute scene where they say, hey, we're going to do a basketball tournament. And we move on from there.
Porsha goes to visit Miss Diane.
Oh, yes.
Her
Miss
mama.
Diane. I forgot her name.
I love that they put Miss Diane as her name in the show.
They did, and I even forgot it. Because she posed for her picture.
Oh my God. They said the Miss Diane, whatever. And I was like, I like that editing.
It was good.
This is what we want.
It was comedic.
Yeah, like Atlanta should be. So Porsha sold the house her mom's living in. She's like, if I can get my $7 million of equity for the house I'm in.
Why would I not?
And she's right.
And mama, you can just move in. This house big enough.
Big house. So I'm happy for Porsha. I'm like, oh, she's going to be swimming in some money.
I'm very happy for her. And I really liked this scene because it showed us how much Porsha is focused on herself. Because for a moment, I was a little worried that Porsha was going to get lost in the dating world. And she's even like, I can't focus on him. I can't focus on him. And I can't focus on her because I'm too focused on me.
Truly.
And I said, girl, if I do not feel the same.
Amen, Porsha. But it's a good place to see Porsha in, too. She's never really been like that.
No.
She's always wanted that love in relationship, which I get. But, like, she's had it now, so she's like,
Now she's finding it for herself because you realize other people can love you, but at the end of the day, that love doesn't always stay.
Right. Love yourself first. Shout out to Miss Diane. She's just so sweet to Porsha. I love it. She's like, good for you, baby.
She did. She just sat there, listened, and just didn't even give her advice. Just listened. It was cute.
I was like, I always have loved their dynamic. So then we're on, Kelli goes house hunting.
Kelli goes, well, she meets with the accountant first.
Oh, that's first. Okay, yeah.
She has to,
you're right.
She has to come to Jesus.
That made me anxious.
Because
she's spending $22,000 a month.
And I don't understand where she's getting that from because just because your restaurants are making so much money per month, you're not pulling that income.
Right.
That's not your money. That's the restaurant's money.
And the show can't be paying you that good.
Not enough to make you able to afford $22,000 a month on expenses that are unnecessary.
Yeah, I'm a little baffled.
I was like, Kelli, you're about to be filing that pinky bankruptcy.
And I also was like, maybe her ex-husband has a point. The accountant was like, so the wigs for the dog and things like that.
She said, you want me to get rid of my dog? She said, no, just the things that come with the dog.
Right. And then they cut to wigs for the dog, $500 a month. I'm like, those are wigs?
I didn't know they were wigs either. I thought they were just...
dyed.
Yeah, apparently they're clip-ins.
On a dog. I've never seen that.
Wonderful, wonderful stuff, Kelli. Thank you.
Okay, this is why I like Kelli, is shit like this with her dog.
she's extravagant and she's unapologetic about it.
And then wearing that white t-shirt again in her confessional. It's like, it's a contrast for sure.
She doesn't know who she is though. And so that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. If they told me, added up all my expenses, boop on a calculator, $22,000 a month, how much is that a year?
Well, times it by 12. So 2 times 12, it's over $240,000 a year at least.
I guess I could see her making that on the show, but like, is that your whole paycheck?
Yeah, it's probably like close to like 260 something thousand.
Damn, girl. She said.
That's why you can't afford a house. Sorry.
And I love the accountant being like, so we're not friends. I'm your accountant.
I'm your accountant. She had to be like, who heard?
Yeah. I was like, that's real, Kelli. And then we move on to Angela with her daughter. I don't know what's going on with these two.
It's really heartbreaking to watch these two. And I'll just talk about them more in completion rather than 2 separate scenes because they show them 2 separate times struggling with the same issues. And most of it comes from, it seems that after Angela's mom passed away.
Yeah.
Their relationship hasn't been able to withstand their personalities.
Right. They can't compromise is what's her daughter's name? Oh God, I remembered it and now I don't. But Amari. She was like, there's no like compromise. Our grandma was the one.
She got us as the mediator and got us to
together.
See the things.
Yeah. So that's sad. They were both crying. They were both drinking.
And I was like, technically that therapist is going to lose her license because you're not allowed to give therapy or like anything like that with somebody under intoxication.
I was wondering if there was rules. Like, okay, I guess because it's a TV show, we're going to let it slide. It seems like by the end of the episode, they're kind of getting that compromise. Like,
yeah, because Angela wants her to tell the other kids about her marriage to another woman.
And Amari really does not want to.
Amari seems very uncomfortable with her own sexuality still. It seems because she said, I had a hard time telling my mom. How could I tell the kids? Like, and
well, you did tell them because your little brother was standing on the stairs.
On the stoop.
And listening the whole time.
And kids aren't stupid, especially at that age. They're older than like little kids.
He's like 11. He's smart enough to
There's
put
kids
2
at
and 2.
school saying, your sister's gay. And he's like, okay.
And they're like, we saw it on TV.
Yes.
It's on TV. These kids probably have iPads. Like, they're going to hear.
There's no way that they didn't know about this a whole year in advance.
This is not 2008 where things like that just get swept under the rug.
Last year, this was part of the storyline.
Right. So I'm like, well, now the youngest brother knows.
And he's going to go tell.
So it's handled, really. No one had to really do anything. And they got some therapy out of it. So
they did. And they said that they wanted to continue therapy, which I thought was great because it shows that they'll actually try to mend the relationship, that they do love each other, that they're not just always looking for a fight, which I really like them showing that dynamic because you don't get to see a lot of that.
It's been a while. Yeah. Because a lot of Atlanta, other than Nene, the kids were pretty much younger, always kind of lean younger. Nene was the only one who ever went through it with her kids.
And Nene went through it with them.
She said, you've lost your damn mind. And when you get your mind back, you call me. So Angela, Amari, that was very progressive in the way of like, I think you're making steps. So keep doing it, I hope.
And then I also want to see more of Angela and Charles this season because they did confessional of them together a lot in this episode. And they were the cutest I think they've ever been.
Completely agreed. I was like, oh, see, this is what Angela was talking about. This is their relationship. We just got some rough editing for Charles last season.
Because Charles is madly in love with that woman. You can tell.
No one would stay in a relationship if you're an former NBA guy, if it didn't make you happy.
No, and not at that age.
Right.
Even if there's smaller children involved.
Exactly. So I'm like, this was really cute.
And her oldest daughter looks almost exactly like her.
It was tripping me out.
Yeah. And she was like, Mom, you have nice eyes. And I was like, you have the same eyes.
I thought that too.
So after Amari and Angela meet, we then see Kelli have to go house hunting because we saw last episode she moves into Shamia's house to get away from a nasty neighbor. And good for Kelli for getting out of Shamia's as quickly as she is.
Respect. Also, the place she was looking at, I was like, can I live there? I don't have $7,000 a month to be paying on an apartment.
If her budget was $3,000, why were they showing her that place? Or $3,500 or whatever it was.
And I love the realtor at the end being like, well, here's the lesson, lady. if you want to afford
if you want to be an owner, you're going to have to live in the trenches for a bit.
She was right. But I was like, what a weird way to show her that.
Why show her something she can't have?
She walked in like, you're going to love this place.
It's got an elevator.
And then she's like, so it's $7,000 a month and your budget was $3,000. Whoa, lady.
Her budget for rent is crazy. She's spending more on clothes than she is on rent.
When they talked about her clothes, I was like, a month? Look, Kelli, we got to tighten it.
Kelli, you don't need a new pair of underwear every day that you just throw away, apparently.
Yeah. But that clothes budget?
She's doing something like that.
I get you're on Housewives, but you only film like 3 months a year. And then you do your confessionals in like 3 looks. So you're not needing that many clothes for the show.
No.
And also, I see people like Tamara Judge being like, oh, that was $60, my outfit. Do shit like that.
Zara.
Nothing wrong.
No. Kyle Richards does that too.
Yeah, high and low. Mix it up.
You're supposed to.
I respect that. Because it's like sometimes you see something cute, you're like, I don't care if it's $20.
You look ridiculous when you're in all Gucci or something.
Dorit. No offense, Dorit. But when
you might as well be wearing a 3-stripe Adidas tracksuit.
It is very that for women, especially.
Yes.
For glamorous women. So, Kelli, I hope you can get that little townhouse because it was nice. I hope because this was filmed last year, so I hope things have tightened up. Yeah. I hope you're not still at Shamia's and things are better. And then we see the ladies assemble for the Bailey Bowl Presents. What was it called?
Maggie Madness.
Maggie Madness. I was like, I know it's Maggie.
Yeah, R.I.P. to Maggie.
I was so happy this went well because if we all can harken back to the first Bailey Bowl, it did not end well. Marlo chased Nene out of the vicinity of that original one.
Is that the baseball one?
Mm-hmm.
I remember this now.
Yep. That was the only other time Cynthia did this. So, because Cynthia was like, now historically, things don't go well at the Bailey Bowl. So let's hope for a better outcome. And we got it.
Kind of. I mean, only one person got a nasty receiving end.
And what made me laugh was, although there's fighting at the end, they still come together like, ooh, we're friends.
Other than Shamia still.
So I don't know what's going on with Shamia. She's being a little stubborn in the sense of like, let everything go. It's time to let it all go. They've let everything go. So now it makes you look crazy as a housewife.
Well, that's what I liked about Porsha saying, you guys keep calling her a lap dog, but whose lap is she on? Because it's not mine.
Mm-hmm. She said, my lap's empty. So I was like, good for you, Porsha.
And I will say, though, like, I did kind of feel bad for Shamia at the end after they all attack her. And she says that she doesn't feel wanted in the group.
Yeah. And I loved Kay not wanting to dogpile.
Respect to Kay, because she could have when she's also feeling a way towards Shamia. But she's like, this is vegan today. This is slutty vegan.
No beef here. And I loved in the moment, she was like, I'm just observing. So good job to Kay. What a housewife she was. Very well done this episode. Now we're in the second half of the season. I'm like, she can stay.
She can stay. She was pissing me off for a minute.
The first half we were up and down, but now I'm like, she can do it.
She'll be all right.
So at some point in the episode, also Drew and Porsha sit down, and Porsha offers Drew her own wig line with Go Naked.
I thought that was very brave of Porsha because she hated that Drew even touched Go Naked for a second last year without her permission.
And they flash back to it.
She cursed her out pretty good.
She did. She said, we're doing a line. Who was the other one they're doing a line with? Cynthia?
I believe it was Cynthia.
It's like, I love that for them. I also loved Porsha saying, every time Simon says something about me in the press, we sell $50,000 a hair on Go Naked. So keep talking.
Keep talking. And I love that he tries to like say she's kicked out of a country that she doesn't care to really.
That she had no plans on going to.
Yeah. She's like, I can still visit.
And it was Drew like, well, hold on. I don't know if you can. Talking about Africa, Drew was like, I don't know if you're going, Porsha.
But I think she'll be all right. I think it's just Simon.
Yeah.
No, is his name Simon?
Yeah.
My microphone popped and it like took my whole
train of thought.
Yes.
Yes.
That's the end of the episode.
That's that whole episode.
Yeah.
I was like, I feel like we're missing something.
No,
I don't think we
it.
are. Okay, good episode, ladies.
Yeah, it was great. I think that they edited great, so it went well. I think that's why you're like, what else happened?
So should we move on to the ladies of RHOA?
Oh, let's do it.
It was season 1, episode 13, reunion part 1. So I watched it first and I texted you like, my jaw is on the floor. Might be the best reunion ever for a first season show.
And I tried not to put too much into it because I was like, I'll think it is and then it won't be or something.
Right.
And because I wake up at 3 a.m. So it's a totally different perspective.
So I have a cup of coffee.
Yeah.
With this show.
It's not like I'm fully focused, brain's been active all day. It's no, this is the first thing I'm interacting with, so it better be good.
Yeah.
But this was hands down. I literally paused in the middle of this, got a coffee, and came back. I never pause. I'm always just like, oh, nothing, I'll be fine. But I was like, no, I can't miss a second.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta say, they had a cry counter on Ashley, and did we start that?
We might have.
But also, I wish they would have had an F-bomb counter because this reunion had the most amount of fucks that I've ever heard.
Ever. And on Peacock, it's uncensored.
And I was like, when I lived out in the Rhode Island area, this is why I say fuck so much more than I used to.
And just the way their brains work, the way they can so quickly have a comeback, it's so impressive.
And cut. Not just like have you be like, haha. No, this is deep.
First of all, Rulla got a nose job.
And it looked all right. It looked a little Pinocchio.
Yeah. No offense. I don't want to talk about a woman's looks.
Yeah,
but like,
I hate doing that, but it sloped a little too much.
For my taste. Her nose before looked good.
I liked your nose before.
They were all like, she looks 20 years younger. I'm like, she looked like Rulla with her nose done. And they all looked good. So that was a nice plus.
They all looked phenomenal, except for, I gotta say, Kelsey didn't get the memo
of
that
the colors.
She was supposed to be wearing like teal or aquamarine, and she wore Ramona Singer blue.
She did.
And while the dress looked good on her, it looked a little latexy too. And I was like, Ramona blue latex.
This is the Gen Z Ramona. Yeah, it bothered me when they would have the whole wide shot and you would just see Kelsey's royal blue ass amongst all the teal and aquamarine.
It bothered me.
It's like we almost had it perfect.
And then who do you think had the best look?
Okay, let me think. I actually liked Rosie's look. She looked good. Kelsey looked great. Okay, let me see. I'm thinking Rulla looked good too. They all looked good.
Yeah, I gotta say, I thought Ashley looked the best, and I was surprised by that because she's not my favorite. But that's just because she's boring and she cries.
She did look good.
She looked phenomenal. She looked like she came from The Bachelorette or Bachelor or whatever she came from.
I think Rosie and Ashley together, I was like, that's the strongest part of the couch.
They definitely got together.
Coordinated.
Mm-hmm.
And you can tell because it was like, didn't clash. I was like, good job, girls.
Yeah, and then I thought Rulla was probably, for me, second best. She looked like a princess.
I loved her dress. I kept staring at it like, what's going on here?
What kind of cut is that?
I've never seen anything like that. And I loved it.
It was like J-Lo, but to the side.
I know Kelsey didn't match, but...
She looked good.
She looked good. Liz, I didn't love your dress, Liz.
She said...
Do I look like the mother of the bride?
Yes.
Yeah, a little bit. A little bit. The sleeves.
It was the sleeves.
But you looked good.
And the dress was just very drapey.
Yeah, and she's a very thin woman, so she doesn't need such a flowy dress.
No. Made her look like a witch named Tabitha or something.
Love that. So I guess that's right into the reunion from there.
Yeah, we jump right in. There, Andy kind of asks them about how the state's reception has been for them. It's so small. You have to think these ladies are probably everywhere they go now.
Local celebrities.
And unlike with Jersey, people are really actually welcoming to them, they say, and looking for themselves in the background. And that's cute.
That is cute. Also, the Audrey's is more successful because of it.
It should be. It's on TV.
You would hope. But then I was like, oh, I might be on Ashley's side. She said, now Jared is more stressed than ever. And I said, oh.
But what did you expect? But like I said, he should, instead of micromanaging, go get a manager. And let it go.
Come on now.
Do what Kelly's doing.
At least get like...
Kelly is not participating in her restaurant.
No, she makes her mom do it.
Somebody else has to do it.
Yeah. And her mom's probably more efficient. So is one of your mothers available? Because maybe that's the way to go.
Maybe.
I love that the state is welcoming because I certainly am.
Me too.
I want to go to Rhode Island so I can be in the background.
They don't look alike anymore either. Andy was like, were you surprised at how many people said you look alike? And I was like, in the beginning, I really thought that Ashley and Kelsey looked a lot alike.
Yeah.
And Dolores and Liz. Mm-hmm. And I was kind of like, who's who? But now that I see them, they don't look alike at all.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. That happens to me every time there's a new Housewives show. There's always people where I'm like, I can't remember what they look like. So then you just end up thinking they all look like each other. And I felt the same way at the beginning of this. I was like, I'm gonna struggle so much knowing who's who. I don't.
I had to keep a cast list on them
We did.
for us.
You did keep their names written out for us.
Yeah, for at least like 4 episodes.
That did help. So I have to say, Kelsey and Rosie just were ready to go as soon as they got there. Whew, that was my favorite.
She said, Rosie said, I'm here to annihilate.
She did. And she said, I'm not even going to break a sweat.
She didn't even lift an eyebrow.
No, she didn't move. She was leaned back on the couch like, and what?
Bitch's Botox is working.
No, she looked good. I loved how they're immediately going into Kelsey being like, I think there was a competitive nature and that's why Rosie not posting was really hurting me. And I'm like, Kelsey, I like you, but you are reaching with this.
Do you think she's reaching? Because I could see it.
If you don't work that out while doing the haircut, then...
I don't think it was really about the haircut. I think like I can definitely see like a competitive nature within Rosie's spirit with Kelsey. I think that's why she rubs in her face that she has the house, the husband, and everything, because you wouldn't do that if you weren't that competitive.
I don't think Kelsey's wrong in that
but
perception.
I don't think it's as strong as what she is.
Yeah.
I think it's antagonized competition.
Yeah, it's not, and I don't think it's as deep as Kelsey thinks it is.
I think Rosie's just doing it because she thinks if she wins, she can get rid of Kelsey.
Good luck.
I don't think you'll ever win.
No.
She has Liz on her side.
And you're all scared of her. Reestablished that in this reunion.
They said, who thought that the siren was funny? Liz immediately said, me.
I was at home raising my hand. I was like, it was kind of funny.
It was kind of funny.
Like, it wasn't the worst joke. She didn't say anything that crazy.
No,
either.
she just said, I don't see the extra square footage.
Me neither. And I love them going and being like, well, Rosie, you weren't exactly innocent that day either. You had the blueprints and a tape measure ready to go, so...
And you got to see how fiercely Ashley would defend her friendship with Rosie, because Ashley was like, well, you're the one that brought up that you were going to bring a tape measure at the mansion. And I didn't even remember that.
I didn't either. And I liked Ashley in this reunion. I was like, where's this girl?
Yeah, she portrayed like a housewife character for once.
Like, here's my opinion.
I don't even think she cried.
Someone cried. They had Andy did have to pass a tissue.
Oh, maybe
that
she
way.
did then.
I think she did a little bit.
Oh, she started to when she was discussing her friendship with Rosie.
Because then they increased the cry counter.
Yes.
From 7 to 8. First of all, 7? That's not right.
No, there was definitely more because they didn't show. There was multiple times within those episodes, I feel.
There was. And Ashley knew it too because she said, I don't know, 12 times. There was 12 episodes. She was like every episode.
Every episode.
And I think she did. So
I'm pretty sure because that's what I've brought up every week.
You said there's one reason I can't get on board, and it's just because you're crying. Yeah. I want this whole cast back.
I want the whole cast back. I was on the fence about you, Ashley. I didn't want you back, but in seeing you in the reunion, I'll give you another shot.
Uh-huh.
Because I don't want to change the dynamic yet.
Exactly. And we can't bring anyone new in.
No.
No.
And if you're getting along with Rosie that much and Rosie might go at Kelsey or something again, I want to see you actually have a role in the fight.
Yeah, and not be scared and crying.
In your restaurant.
And your husband be like, go hide. We're doing business. You need to remove yourself.
Get out of here.
So should we talk about, this is about when Rosie drops the most lethal line, I think, in the past 10 years of Housewives.
She says, yes, the most iconic thing. Do you want to say it?
So good. I don't want to get it wrong. Do you have it word for word?
I have it word for word. So Kelsey says, what do you think? I've just been giving blowjobs for the last 10 years as my career? And Rosie goes, actually, I do. For like the last 10 years, 10 years, think you have. And you've only had one coworker, a girlfriend from Florida.
That's when my jaw hit the floor. I said,
I had to like stop and be like, wait, what did she? Oh my God.
I rewound it. I was like, whoa, Rosie, let me hear that again.
I watched it multiple times.
And it was everyone's reaction.
The silence. Even Andy.
He was trying not to drop his jaw to the floor. He was shocked. He's seen so much, and even that one got it. That was so good. Rosie, you won the episode for me just for that.
There was, that moment with Rosie, and then I wouldn't say Joellen is probably my second favorite of...
I fell in love with Joellen all over again.
Yeah.
So she's great.
I hate her and love her at the same time.
Yeah. You need that person on the show who's willing to do the dirty work. And then Rulla, the whole episode, making comments under her breath anytime Joellen spoke.
And Joellen clapping back with, shut the fuck up.
And then at one point, Rulla said, "You're a slut." And Joellen said, "Your husband's a slut."
And I was dying.
I was like, Joellen and Rosie, ladies, you got a big fan out of me now.
They have the biggest fight coming in the next episode.
Oh, I can't wait. Brian's going to be there.
If hair doesn't get pulled, I'll be disappointed.
I thought hair was about to get pulled at the end of this one. Rulla stood up.
Well, I think because it's going to pick up there, we
Oh.
might still have opportunity.
It was, who was she fighting with?
Joellen.
Joellen didn't get up that we saw.
Joellen was not scared. She said, "I'll break your fucking nose."
Dead. And Alicia was immediately panicking. Like, we
And
can't
she said,
do that.
"Don't do that." She just got it done.
She did.
But that's how good this episode was, that like there's so much to talk about. We jumped straight to the end.
Liz didn't do herself any favors.
No.
But I get her point.
She starts giving us life updates in the beginning of her package. Her little kitty cat died, and that makes me so
I
sad.
know.
But she had a new grandbaby, so congratulations on that end. Condolences on the other end. Sorry.
Yeah. And then off the back of that, they talked about how Rulla was like, "Liz, you've never given birth. You can't understand."
And Rulla walked back her comments to Liz.
She sure
Clearly
did.
she's scared of Liz, like everyone else.
And I think she got a lot of shit for that on social media. So she had a double whammy of like, Liz is scary, and now I got crap for it.
Yeah.
I better walk that back.
I think she understands that just because you don't birth children doesn't mean that you're not their mother. If you're their caretaker, primary caretaker,
If you're the maternal figure, then you're the mother.
you're the mother.
And Liz is
Tell
mother.
adopted parents that and see what happens.
Exactly. And at one point, Joellen, I think, said, "Liz, you were like a mother to me, but I'm not your ma." It's like, oh, we brought that back.
She brought Ma back.
In a new fashion. I liked it. And then we go on to,
She gets accused of infidelity by Rulla
with no proof though from Rulla.
with no proof. Andy brings up the comments that Rulla made during the season about Rulla saying Liz or Jerry being away.
And when the cat's away, the mice will play. I forgot Rulla did that.
And Liz says, "Tell me what you meant."
Did. Liz was ready to hit her.
Liz, I've never seen venom being spewed in such close proximity.
While keeping it, what's that?
There's a lot of Botox in that face.
True. That helps because it makes you look stoic when you're angry.
Yes.
I was with Liz on that though. I'm like, tell it. She's telling you to tell it. So go ahead.
And she exposed herself. She said there was a brief moment when we were split that I kissed someone.
And I was all up on him.
And you called my husband the next morning.
At 6 a.m., she said.
And told him all about it.
And Rulla tried to say, "What are you talking about?"
She said, "Why are you getting so fucking mad?"
And I loved Liz. She said, "Jerry does not know what day of the week it is."
You think you want to talk to him?
You think he's making this up? I was like, I can't wait for the husbands to come out.
No, the husbands have been a good character arc this season.
It's the only one I can tolerate them. All the other franchises, I don't care when the husbands are involved.
Yeah, I don't want to see them, but when they act like the women, I love it.
Mm-hmm. That's why Jersey was the only other one. These husbands, except for Brian, I'm like, I like these guys.
I love all of them, even Brian, because
The mess.
the mess.
Okay, can we talk about real quick how we predicted something weeks ago and we were proven right in this episode?
Him being the AI queen?
Well, but Andy said, "So can I ask you about, was this in the preview or was this in the episode?" Andy said, "What about Brian making his mistress co-owner of his practice?"
Of his business. He didn't say practice, just
Oh,
business.
I wonder
So
if he
there
has
might
this-
be another business that they have. But I also like, as they get into Rulla's package a little bit, because I don't think they really get into a Rulla package. They just kind of get into
They just fight.
the fighting between her and Joellen about
Yeah.
the text and the videos. And
Andy keeps trying to be like, we're going to get there.
Rulla goes, anyone can make up and change the date on their car. And Joellen tells her, your husband makes AI flyers for medical conferences and gives them to you and tells you he has to go. And you believe that. He's
She
the
did.
AI queen.
She did.
And I was like, she is not fucking wrong. That is the funniest shit I've ever heard.
I wanted to kiss Joellen on the cheek. I was like, you are good at this.
And she was worried that she wasn't going to. She was like, I'm scared of how this is about to go when they cut to commercial one point.
Shouldn't have been scared at all.
No, you took your gloves off.
And Rulla had it coming. Rulla has more smoke for Joellen than for Brian, which is such a cliche.
It really is, because she wants to blame the woman instead of the man.
Yeah.
But I think it also comes down to Brian wants her to leave and she won't.
Yeah, really. I'm like, you're not doing yourself any favors personally here, because I don't think he wants to be with you.
No.
So then we kind of go to Joellen's package, and it updates us about her mom, but it also gets into her fight with Liz,
where she gets accused by Liz of manufacturing that fight with Alicia.
I felt like what Liz was trying to say, and I was reading between the lines, because I learned recently they get call sheets on Housewives that tell them exactly what scene you're filming.
That makes a lot of sense.
So I feel like that's what was Liz referring to, like they knew they were going to talk about that in the car in 3 days' time.
I think they knew that they would be in the car together. I don't know if they necessarily give them conversation prompts.
Right.
But I think that when they knew they would be in the car together and they'd already had kind of a row.
It was going to be about one thing.
Could only be about one thing. And I think Alicia did probably send voice notes saying, like, let's just do this in the car for the cameras.
Right.
Because if you're filming a TV show and you have to address it because you already addressed the initial fight, you have to show the resolution. She probably thought that they were going to have resolution and not double down.
And Alicia kept being like, did you see me? I was red-faced crying the entire time. You thought that's how I would set up an ambush?
And also she said, I need an Oscar then because my performance was top tier. And she's not wrong, because I don't think that woman could lie if she wanted to.
I agree. And she was totally right. And I'm confused by Joellen and Liz and their issue. Like, you were friends. We've made that clear.
Clearly they were a little bit friends, but I think Joellen put too much of the mommy in her and her mommy issues in the friendship. I think Liz saw that from the beginning and didn't see her as close of a friend as what Joellen saw her as because of those issues. Because who wants to be their friend's mom?
Right.
So I like whenever Joellen tells her, like, I have mommy issues and I think I looked at you a little bit like a mom. Liz does say, I'm not your mom. I'm not your ma.
She's right.
And she's totally correct in that. And she's also, like, valid in her way of speaking to her in that moment, because, like,
Stop
don't
projecting.
put that on me.
Stop projecting onto me, please.
Yes.
Because I did roll my eyes when Joellen was like, you know what? She was totally doing the sympathy card. She was like, I just have to put my relationship with my mom in the box, and I guess I have to do that with you too. So y'all known each other 5 years. Stop it. That's not your mom. That was the only moment I didn't agree with Joellen. I'm like, okay, back down, Joellen.
Yeah, I think that other than that, she was great. She told Rulla several times, shut the fuck up. You've only filmed 3 episodes.
She said, why is she even here? She was not on the show.
She said, why hasn't she left yet?
Yes, she kept getting that in there. And I was like, she's not wrong.
She's not wrong.
She
was in 3 episodes. Why is she still here? Especially because in her defense, Rulla, shut the fuck up.
Let her talk.
Let anyone talk, because you weren't in any episodes.
Seriously. And you're going to show up like you're the bad bitch in town? You're the one we were all talking about bad all season. You're not in the power here.
You're just coming off as a bitch.
Yeah. And it's that thing of, like, again, you have more smoke for Joellen and the mistress than you do your own husband. So people have a hard time sympathizing with that.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry,
and then
sorry.
It cuts to the fight scene that we kind of discussed already, where Rulla calls her a slut and tells her that she doesn't know what's bigger, like was it her ego?
What's between her legs or her ego? I was like, does she have a wiener?
That's what I thought. I was like, is she trying to be like, it's a hot dog thrown down the Lincoln Tunnel?
I couldn't figure it out either. So we have 2 options here.
Yeah.
And Rulla jumped up when she said that. I was like, what are you going to do, Rulla?
That's why I think there could be a hair pull still.
It would be so funny if Joellen pulled her. Joellen ends up getting Rulla, because Joellen, you can't be mad at Liz no more if you get some hair.
No, if you pull hair, you can't be mad about your hair getting pulled.
And I'll be on your side, Joellen, because Rulla's going to have it coming.
I want Rulla to pull out Joellen's heart. I just want, because Joellen said, I'll break your fucking nose.
That was the best. Alicia, oh my God, don't. She just got it done.
I do gotta say though, like this episode, I want Alicia to not try to be funny. And she was trying to be funny too much.
Yeah.
And trying to get her little one-liners off too much. And I'm like, no, babe, you're gonna like crush yourself because your personality is gonna get lost because you're thinking too much.
Yeah, just be you.
Just keep, because I don't need to hear I love a after everything you love.
They were in the dressing room. She said, basically, I don't remember what they were doing.
I love an avocado.
That's what it was. I was like, okay, girl, we get it.
You love everything.
Mm-hmm. Even Liz said, I caught myself saying, I love something. I love a fireplace. And she was like, I couldn't help but think of Alicia. So she's infected us, but don't do too much about it. You got to get original and keep them coming. And it wasn't about her having a one-liner. It was about her being kooky.
Exactly. So I just don't want her to get lost in trying to be funny.
But a great episode. I'm so thrilled with this episode.
So happy with it. I can't wait till next week. So please, ladies, keep it up. I can't wait to see you next year.
They're about to start filming. And now that we all love them, we're going to get some stuff on social media. So ladies, good luck filming season 2. And we'll see you for reunion part 2.
See you for reunion part 2. I'm Kehm. That's Austin. Have a great rest of your week. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.